Good evening, everyone. My name is Tiffany Hunt, and I am one of the foster youth liaisons servicing the Foothill and Highlands area.
And my name is Ana.Broadbent. Hello, everyone. And I service the Rio Linda and Grant area.
So we wanted to share with you tonight that our children in foster care are often displaced from their family and their friends. And we really want our students to feel safe, connected, and welcomed in all of their school communities. So the purpose of our department is to provide advocacy and direct services for students living in foster care, designed to increase academic engagement and achievement. Oh, thanks. So we wanted to talk a little bit about some of the definitions surrounding foster youth. There are various scenarios in which children live out of home or away from their folks. So the legislative definitions, or the LCFF definition of foster youth, is, the first one is a child or youth who is living at home while a dependent of the court, as well as children who have been placed into protective custody. So what this means is that if a child was removed from the home through child welfare or CPS and made a ward, you might have heard a ward of the court, that is a term often used. So the child has to have an open dependency case with the child welfare court.
Another definition is a child or youth who is declared ward of the court, so similar to what Tiffany was just speaking about, but this is due to a violation of certain criminal laws, and the court has ordered that that youth or that child be removed from the home. So sometimes there is some confusion about whether or not they qualify as a foster youth if there have been some criminal probation involved or not, and that's not always the case. So that's part of why we're here, to kind of help clarify that if you have any questions regarding that.
And then the third legislative definition in regards to our services is a youth between, or a student between the ages of 18 and 21 who is enrolled in high school, is a non-minor dependent under the placement responsibility of child welfare, probation, or a tribal organization. So in 2012, there was legislation passed called AB 12, which is extended foster care. So prior to 2012, children that turned 18 were essentially emancipated and kind of left to their own means and devices. There was legislation that extended children's ability to get services and support up until the age of 21. So this really pertains to a lot of our seniors that are still in foster care, and even our students that are in adult education. So 18 to 21, and they have elected to go into what is known as extended foster care, AB 12. And then it wasn't on the slide, but I also wanted to add that there's a lot of situations in which folks think that a child is foster because they're living with an auntie or an uncle or a grandparent. So the distinguishing factor is that they were made a dependent by the court. So if you just would like a relative to care for your child, even though they're not with their parents, that's not considered foster youth under our parameters. I just wanted to make that designation.
So we offer a variety of services very similar to what our CWA department does, specifically for our foster youth. So we do provide school site support for all grades, pre-K all the way through our adult ed, because of our youth who are in extended foster care. Part of what we do is, because a lot of our foster children are moved very quickly, we do assist with expediting enrollment, even though they might be coming with no paperwork or no documentation. And we do keep close contact with the courts and CPS and other advocates to ensure that everyone is working together to continue supporting this child and the family. One of the other programs that we participate with is the Independent Living Program through Sac County CPS, and this is specifically for our youth 15 and a half to 18 or 21, depending the program choice, where we provide life skills classes to help them. So that would, so we can engage more of our students and prepare them as they are ready to exit foster care.
And then just to kind of add to what Anna just said about our life skills classes, for that, given the circumstances of distance learning, we do that via Google Classroom and via Zoom. We engage our kiddos that way, our students. So Anna and I also, what we do is, she mentioned case management, and what that looks like is participating in case conferences at school, whether it be an SST meeting, an IEP meeting, and then on the flip side, we attend meetings through child welfare. So we attend some of the family team meetings on that side. We do a lot of engagement opportunities, especially with the independent living program or the ILP grant. There's a lot of inter-district collaboration. And so we try to do 3 to 4 main events each year with the neighboring districts to get all of our kids together. Anna and I put on a back to school backpack giveaway, a supply giveaway. We take our students on college tours, and in those countywide events. Anna and I also will conduct home visits. And we mentioned we give away school supplies and backpacks. And then a large part of our role is to bridge the communication gap between child welfare and the educational system. And so we are in constant contact with county social workers, or each foster youth has their own attorney. So we are in communication with folks on the child welfare side.